Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where I was expecting to have to make a bunch of state houses off camera. But actually, during the outro last episode, if you didn't watch the whole outro, you may have missed it. During the outro in the last episode, we got them all done. Shockingly. Like, that's wild. So that's all of those good to go. That's great. We are, for the time being, just focusing on expansion via colonization then. So that's good. We do need to work eventually on getting some of these vassals integrated. That's for sure. Some of these non-colonial nation vassals. Like Roman Transalpine Gaul, for example. That would be a very, very good target for that. So we're going to continue to improve relations with them. And we can also, like, placate their rulers if we wanted to, but that's Liberty Desire. I'm not that Ooh, that's not zooming very much. Like, that's a full spin of the mouse wheel. Okay. That's exciting. Was that because of the game speed? No, it just feels super... No, this is definitely faster. I don't know. I think it was because of the lag caused by the game speed. Sure, that's fine. So for Roman Transalpine Gaul, what can we do to improve opinions with them? Well, we can't royal marry. That's not a thing that we can do. We can influence them, and we definitely should. 100%. So we influence them. That brings them to 105. Next up, we would want to send them a gift. And that would bring them up to 130. And then we'd be able to bring them up with subsidies to like 145. So we'd be lacking like 45 opinion to get them annexed. Sure. Well, improved relations should eventually do that. It's been improved by 21. I think it's at its cap because of our governing capacity. Now, our governing capacity is going to continue to improve as all of these courthouses and state houses finish up. That'll take some time. Ottawa declared war on Armenia and Canada. They keep trying this, and it keeps not going well for them. Well, we'll enforce peace on them. And now we have assumed leadership in the war. Ottawa and Ojibwe. This is pretty small, honestly. But this is like the Upper Peninsula. That's a little awkward, but sure. We're going to head up to Ottawa, and then we're going to head to Ojibwe as well. I don't think they have much territory here. We don't have any leadership here, so we should definitely roll up a general if we don't already have one. Who's in charge of this one? That is Atoll. Okay, we'll put this guy in charge. I'd like to eliminate their armies, if at all possible. Yeah. We're going to take those guys out for sure. That'll stack wipe, I think. Yep, stack wipe. And these guys are going here. Sure. They're not going to continue that, almost certainly. Now, these guys are running around over here, and maybe that's okay. We're losing 60,000 sailors because our propaganda is bad. Okay. We don't care about 60,000 sailors, though. So we're just going to come in here and siege this down. And it looks like our ally has this under control. So no problem there. We're going to grab Admin Tech 14, allowing us to make plantations, and getting another idea group. That's pretty major. So I think our next one that we want to go for is definitely administrative ideas for this governing cap modifier. So we're going to grab that. And then once we can't yet, but once we can, we will swap back to our admin national focus. So that's going to be in 3 years. Sure. We can continue to convert, and we will absolutely do so. Why wouldn't we? Okay. So these forts will fall very quickly. Beautiful. So this one goes to Armenia and Canada. This one does not, under our current rule set. So that's fine. We're going to grab a base production here. And for Ojibwe, we are just going to grab this. Cool. Yep, that'll be fine. Done. Okay, so we can core that. We also lost our spy master, so we should definitely recruit someone else here. Any of these an accepted culture? No. Okay, so we're just going to go for the level 3 guy then. Global tariffs will do. So this will eventually be handed out, but we can go ahead and core this. That's only going to be 50 admin power, so do it. I don't want the overextension. So that's great. We're 42% on this siege. I actually expected that it would be done by now, but this is fine. I think. Okay, they just embraced printing press. Obviously, we weren't going to be the first ones to embrace it because even with our ridiculous institution spread, it takes a while for enough of our development to get covered there. That's all wasteland up there. Okay, I was just like, why is that different? Hang on. But no, it's good. 1.4% of our development has embraced it. How's it going over in this region? It's going okay. Cool. So it's definitely starting to spread over here reasonably quickly, but it's going to take some time. That's all okay. Missionary strength and minus to religious unity. What is our religious unity right now? 77? I think we're still going to take purity and peace. So we have 100% war score here, and we will definitely take this. Although I want to give this to Armenia and Canada. So we're going to flop that on over. And we are going to take this to Armenia and Canada, and we're going to take as much gold as we can. Done. Beautiful. So over we head. And we'll see if anybody else decides to declare on Armenia and Canada, which is expanding incredibly quickly. I feel like they granted that independence. No, maybe we just didn't claim that. Yeah, I think we didn't claim it. Okay, cool. Has anyone else started colonizing? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Cool. Actually, a Hawaii start would actually be really interesting sometime. Should maybe try that. But that's definitely not a this game sort of thing. We're a little too far into this at this point. Just a wee bit. Miltech 14 comes through and allows us to get better horses and some combat width. So that's pretty huge. Combat width increasing by 2 puts our combat width to 29. So at this point, we should definitely get our better horses. There we go. And as far as our combat width goes, we're going to have to redo our army template. So 10-4-13 is our current template. So this is essentially, fundamentally, a 28 width army. If we wanted to take it to 29 width, we can do 11, 4, and 15. But really, that's 30 width. So we'll just make this be default. Okay, there we go. And we'll get rid of template name. Perfect. And now we're going to need to go through all of our armies here. This one is taking attrition and probably doesn't need to be. Indeed. We'll do that. And then there's this one over here. I don't think it needs to be taking attrition anymore either. It did used to need to, but not so much anymore. We lost our conquistador here, which we can't really do anything about right now. So we're just going to pull back to here for the moment. Okay. And now, of course, we're going to have to go through all of these and conform them to templates. We can't conform this one apparently. If we were to move it back here, would we be able to conform it? Because that's not a colony. Let's see. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so we're just going to go through all of these then and conform them to templates, but that's not under our control for the moment. I'm going to let them finish moving, I think. Before we do that, I think that'll be fine. The Aymara people have requested to be Zoroastrian. Sure. Welcome to the faith. That's fine. Plus 200 population over here. So they like our Zoroastrianism. That's very cool. Our units have suffered casualties, but we are waiting on some of these to cease their motion. Now, these guys are still taking attrition here. I was thinking that they wouldn't, but they definitely will. There we go. Cool. Okay, and from here, we're just going to start going down these armies. This thing keeps changing on me. Okay, we're going to let this guy finish moving so that it doesn't change our sort. Or we could do it while paused, I suppose. Mungyang is now considered a great power. That's interesting. It's because we ate too many of them. Max promoted cultures +1. That's solid. Let's go ahead and promote one then. And we may not have the dip power to do it right now. Yeah. We don't have the dip power to do it right now, but that's fine. So we're just going to go through these and conform all of these over to the template. It's not going to be a huge change for most of these. Just a little bit here and there, but it'll be easier if we do this with the game paused, because this way it won't constantly be resorting the army list, which is nice. I wish there was a way to like tell it how to sort the list, like in Stellaris. That would be awfully nice, but alas, there's no way to do that, I think. Yeah, you could just turn it on and off in the outliner options. Sad. I mean, the outliner is very handy, don't get me wrong. We can't do this one because it's not in a correct location. So we'll leave that one be for now and move back to Florida Blanca. There's this guy over here that needs to be conformed. Also, another thing that's slightly annoying is that the tooltip covers what you're actually hovering over. That might be a UI scaling thing. I'm not sure. But regardless, it's workable, but awkward. Okay. So we'll get all of these good to go, and there's a few left to do. Not that many, actually. Cool. We're making good progress here, actually. So we'll get all of this done. We have no concerns about cash whatsoever. Cash is completely irrelevant to us. And there we go. Governing cap is, of course, a much, much bigger question. How much are we going to be at once we finally finish constructing? That I don't know. We'll see. But as our admin tech comes up, that will get a lot better. And we also need to consider that we're going for the administrative ideas as well. So that will also be very, very good for us. And I want to check, actually, once we're done here, what free policy would we get from completing that admin idea group, the administrative group? Because that's probably worth putting in even if we don't have a free policy for it. You're already being built to merge. Yeah, we selected the wrong unit there. That's easy to do with the tooltip covering it, but sure. Okay, and then this unit. Cool. So that's all of them except for this one. We'll let that one move. And once it arrives back here, then we will go ahead and conform to template. Beautiful. So with that underway, I now want to look at our ideas here. And for administrative, gives access to the following policies, each depending on another idea group finished as well. So, looking through this list, honestly, there's not that much great here. I was hoping to see an idea revolving around governing capacity. Sadly, we didn't see that, but sure. So it's currently 1561. We can't change this until 1563. But that's fine. We have a level 5 advisor here, so I'm not too concerned about that for the moment. And we're definitely seeing a lot of army troops moving in there. That's great. We're also going to get a government reform here pretty soon. And with that, we could switch over to monarchy if we wanted to. Actually, it's down here. Yeah, we could switch to monarchy if we wanted to. That would give us 400 governing cap. But I think we have the 400 governing cap because we're a theocratic empire too. Well, that's part of the government rank. Yes, this is part of the government rank. So that doesn't actually do anything. Okay. Good to know. Let's look at our admin policies here, or rather just our policies in general, what's available here. We could go for land leader fire. That will cost that'll cost us a military point per month. I don't think that's that important, actually, at this point. I think we have plenty of land leader fire for the moment. Cool. So at this point, we're going to hop into the supply limit map mode and start to look at some of these guys over here. Now, you're currently taking attrition. It is winter, so that's really to be expected. But we'll move you back over here where you're not taking attrition. And then you... anything over here in this vicinity where you would not take attrition? No? So we'll build the supply depot. Okay. What about you? 26? Oh, yeah. Move on down here. Okay, over here. Did I just see a 36? Yes, I did. Up we go. Over this way. 30? 30. And then this unit, which is still getting a reinforcement in. So we'll let that finish up. And then we'll look for a location. And here's one. Cool. So there we go. No problem there. Today is a day to celebrate. There's also a 1K stack right here. That's intended to go with this unit. Cool. And these guys are grouping up still. No problem. Okay, our colony over here became self-sustaining, and Ming embraced printing press. We're not shocked about that one. We'll send another colonist over this way to continue working on this area. We will get printing press soon enough. We'll just take the military power. Thanks. Okay, we'll group that together. And at this point, I want to check in on how that institution spread is going. Although this colony is now self-sustaining, so we will take a day and head down over here. Armenian La Plata. I like it. That'll be another self-governing colony. Mostly because... of what? I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing self-governing colonies, but we are. We're doing self-governing colonies. That's what both of these are, so I guess we're going to stick with what's working for us. Cool. We don't really have a fantastic reason for that, actually, but it's okay. So we're going to hop over into here, and we can see that we're now at 2.2% of development. Cool. This will continue to spread. The spawn point was awkward for us, for sure. We do gain in innovativeness, and that's always good. We're at level 14 for all of these techs, and printing press is the major issue at this point. Yes, we're 21 years ahead of time, but printing press is the bigger problem. So we're going to immediately grab organized mercenary payments. It doesn't really help us at this moment, but we need to keep our admin spent down a little bit. Core creation cost, minus 25% is pretty solid. Mercenary maintenance, interest per annum, mercenary manpower, possible advisors is good. And civil service is meh. But what we're really after is this governing capacity modifier. That's what we really want here. So we want to get that filled out as quickly as we can. There will be blood, huh? Okay. Well, that's fine, I think. I hope. Yeah, there's a lot of sharing going on over there, but that's fine. I'm a little surprised that we haven't been declared on again up here in Armenia and Canada. Ming rivaled us. Good luck with that, Ming. I guess we can rival them back. Minus 84% army, and we haven't even focused on our navy. You know what? We can definitely do that. So looking at this, let's double this in size. 40, 120, and 240 is our goal here. Cool. That'll take a while, but we'll get that underway. That's going to spend some money anyway. I'm going to roll up a conquistador over here, I think. No, I'm not, actually. We'll just hold off on that for the moment. I continue to be interested in conquering the New World more than the Old World. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves another missionary here. I almost said mercenary. That's definitely not the right word. Sure. We're going to get our government reform in about 2 years. Okay. And we should be able to swap over at this point to being back on admin focus, which we will do because we're working on this idea tree. Cool. We've got a good long ways to go yet, and let's start looking at global trade here. Probably going to spawn in our territory. English Channel is the highest valued trade node in the world, which is exactly what we set it up to be, so that is perfect. Global trade will likely spawn somewhere up here, which is ideal. Printing press is going to slowly make its way through. Of course, we have Renaissance and feudalism. There it is. Iroquois Confederacy declaring war on Armenia and Canada. Okay. Well, we'll enforce that peace. And we've now assumed leadership in the war. So I'm going to send one force around this direction. Oh, that's a Huron Confederacy. Okay. We're going to come in over here, maybe, into Saginaw. But that's fine. It is about time to put a cut in here, though, and this seems like a decent stopping point before we get embroiled in this war. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to start working on our not Armenian-Canadian holdings, but whatever this colonial nation down here ends up being. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.